Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Elizabeth, and if you're new here, welcome. Sorry that I'm kind of whispering. I'm back from vacation. Here to do my December wrap up. My daughter is sleeping right here because we got a new mattress and she likes the big bed, not the little one. She's kind of outgrowing her toddler bed, but her crib converts to a full-size bed, but her brother's using the crib. He's only 2, so next year when he's 3, that he's old enough to sleep on the taller bed, we're gonna switch. He's gonna take the taller bed because I ordered it gray for a reason, making sure she's still asleep. And then she'll get her bed, her full size bed. Anywho, if you could hear like rain, I have a Hatch machine right over there. There, not behind me, like in front of me, like right here in front of me. That we used to sleep every night because my daughter does sleep. Like, this is a hula hoop that she wanted. Like, right under that hula hoop, right there is her bed where she sleeps at night. She just wanted to sleep on the new mattress because she complains that her back hurts. That's what she hears daddy say. Anyway, for December, I read a total of, I believe, roughly 2 books. Yeah, not my best reading month, but you know what? I set a goal of 50 books to be read. That 50, I believe I reached it in November. So I think I had maybe a little bit of burnout. And then for about half the month of December, we just weren't home. We went on vacation. We left the 19th. We drove from Florida, South Florida, all the way to Atlanta. We spent 2 days in Atlanta. Then we drove up to Tennessee, did a few sightseeing, and then we came back from Tennessee. We drove to Savannah, and then from Savannah all the way down to South Florida. And with a toddler, like my daughter, she knocked out. She's fine, and she was fine. But my son, it was hard. And I'm one that I can't read in the car because I get headaches. So I feel that I read it pretty well, and I will explain or go over the books that I have read this month. So, well, the month of December actually. The first book that I read and finished was Scarred by Emily McIntyre. I read Hooked, I believe in November, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to make it a pun, but it had me hooked from the beginning. This one took me a while to get into. Hooked was like a Peter Pan retelling. This one is like, I was gonna say Beauty and the Beast, it's not. It's a Disney, Lion King, that's what it is. So, it's about Prince Tristan Fasa. He had never been destined for the throne, so he kind of reminded me of like Scar. And then we had, I forgot her name. Sarah is her name. So then, like, Tristan kind of wants the throne to himself, kind of like Scar did in The Lion King. And then Sarah comes in to take it away from Tristan or from whoever the king is because she believes that they're the ones that killed her father, and it's like this whole big thing. So she like infiltrates herself into the kingdom, you know, and she becomes the wife or the betrothed of the king, which is his older brother Michael. Throughout the process, it is so funny because it reminded me for some reason of like my best friend and her crush. I don't know why, it just didn't echo down my girl. You know, this book is reminding me of the two of you. I don't know why, it did. Why I do, but I don't want to say like her business out loud, but it reminded me of them, and then she started laughing. So sorry, I'm fixing my PJs because they're a little big for me. Anyways, I believe I gave this one a 4-star. There were some parts it's just, I understand it's a dark romance. That's fine. They're not as bad because I'm sure there's other ones like gory wise. This one, it had its moments. I was just like, oh god, like I had to close the book, I had to look away, I had to breathe to like cleanse my mind of that happy thoughts to then continue reading. That's something that I noticed that she's doing, so I have stopped the series for now because I couldn't. I needed something bright and fluffy and light. Therefore, I went to my second read of the month, which it was Canadian Boyfriend by Jenny Holiday. I'm gonna be honest, what attracted me to this was the cover. She is, I'm not sure if you can tell, she's a ballerina, he's a hockey player. The premise of this book is, I forgot her name, Aurora. There you go. They call her Rory. She had like a failed ballet career or whatever, but now she's working as a dance teacher at someone's studio, and one of her students' mother was in a car accident where that student's mother passed away, and then now the dad is coming back, and the dad is kind of like, you know, trying to make the life normal for his daughter, and they start liking each other. But the thing is that Rory sees the dad and she's like, oh snap. When she was a teen, she used to work at the mall, and she felt so isolated because she dedicated herself to ballet that she made up a fake Canadian boyfriend. Lo and behold, it's him. Like, he's the actual real Canadian boyfriend, because she had seen him at the mall, and you know, because he plays hockey and he always did as a teen. So he went to the mall one day or whatever, and she realized now that they're older that it's the same guy, the same Mike that she had met when she was a teen. His name is Mike, but it's something, I forgot his last name, but Mike Martin. There you go, I found it. Every time they would mention Mike, like, they couldn't just say Mike, no, it would be Mike Martin. Mike Martin, Mike Martin. It's like, I understand his name is Mike Martin. I know that he's got a last name, but you know, why you gotta repeat it so much? Every once in a while it's fine. Remind me what his last name is, because a lot of times they don't do that in books. But that part just got me. I gave that one a 4-star because that was just like a pet peeve. But the book was super cute. Now, she kind of pretended to have a relationship with Mike, you know, the Canadian boyfriend, as she was growing from high school to now. You know, because she's like, oh, he's never going to come back, you know, normal teenage girl stuff. So she would write letters, and she would use them as an excuse, oh, I can't hang out because my Canadian boyfriend is here. As soon as she realizes that Mike and her Canadian boyfriend are the same person, she's like, okay, I have to tell him, but she didn't know how. Somehow, I forgot how, but he finds out that she had like this fake relationship with him, and he just blew it out of proportion. Like, to me, it's like, why are you gonna get mad that she hid that from you? You know, because what if she's embarrassed? I guess because I was a teenage girl at one time, I don't know, but I was like, what if she's embarrassed to tell you that she, you know, that she made these stories because of how she felt so isolated? And it's like, to me, he just blew it all out of proportion, and that kind of bothered me, because I feel like he should have been more mature and more man enough to figure it out, but he wasn't. But whatever, the ending of the book was fine. Book 2, I wouldn't say it's book 2, but like, her best friend is named Gretchen. She's like the owner of the dance studio that she's working at, and her book comes out now on the 7th. I am on the fence as to if I should pre-order it or not, because we've had a lot of expenses lately, and books are super expensive and they are a luxury. But it's like, I have one, I have to get the other one, but either way, it was super cute. And I did end up liking it. I did give it a 4-star because I had that pet peeve of that, like, Mike Martin being repeated so many times. And just, I felt like the third act conflict was just stupid. I don't know. I feel like he should have been more of a man about it, understood her point of view. Like, he has a therapist, obviously, you know, because he lost his spouse, which was the girl's mom. But it's like, why does it take the therapist to tell you to realize that she was like 15 or 16 when she wrote that? That feelings, you know, like, they change as a woman matures, you know, as a girl matures. I don't know, I found that so stupid. The third book, I actually have it in the cabinet. Hold on, let me go get it. Okay, the third book is actually from my library, and it is one of my favorite movies ever. Isn't it cute? My library sends the books like through mail, like these little packages. It's so cute. I just have to return like this with it, but that's fine because I don't plan on keeping the book anyways. And if I liked it, I would have ended up buying it. And I hate to say this because I love the movie. I've not seen it in years, but I love the movie. There's just something so magical about the movie, and I'm like, okay, well, if I like the movie, I will most likely love the book. I don't think I have ever done this in my life, but I couldn't for the life of me. I could not. I had to DNF the book. and it's not a softie enough because I don't plan on coming back to the book. I understand it's a children's book. I get it. And it was very easy to read. And it was very easy to follow. Considering that it's a fantasy, that's what I need. I need easy baby steps. I've never read another, I don't think I've ever read a full-fledged adult fantasy. So no Throne of Glass, no Crescent City, no, what is the other, no ACOTAR, none of that. Because I feel that's gonna fly over my head. But, let me give you a little preview. Like, look at, it's so tiny. It's like the size of my head. Hold on, my mother-in-law just got here, hold on. It wasn't my mother-in-law, she was at the doctor's. Anyways, so I forgot what I was saying. So I couldn't for the life of me finish the book. My first DNF ever that I can remember, because I usually push through books. I couldn't do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be reading a book that's not making me happy when I have others on my shelves that probably won't make me happy. And that book is Howl's Moving Castle. I think the name is up there. Howl's Moving Castle. I couldn't. Don't know why. I couldn't. So I don't even have a rating for it. And I got to maybe 50% of the book. I just told myself, nope, I'm not doing it. So that's gonna go back in the little bag to return to the library when I'm done reading the other one that I have. So then, I did not finish this one in December. I finished it in January. So, and it's only the 3rd of January. So I finished it, I'm gonna be honest, yesterday, the 2nd of January? Or was it the 1st? I don't remember when I finished. Was it the 1st or the 2nd? I think it was the 1st. Yes, no, I'm sorry. Today is the 2nd of January, so I finished it the 1st of January, so yes. But either way, I'll give you my opinions on that when the January wrap-up comes. But I did start reading Flawless by Elsie Silver. It is one of those that I feel that it was time to read it. I'm also doing a reading vlog on reading this series. A lot of people for some reason don't like this one. I found it okay. It was 4-star. I feel that it was too lovey-dovey because you have, I know his name is Red, oh her name is Summer, that's right. I know that she is kind of like hired to babysit him because he's not taking the best decisions. It's kind of like affecting his career, his sponsorships, because he is a bull rider. And she had 2 months, you know, to help him until the end of the season. And within those 2 months, they managed to fall in love. That's basically the whole point of the book. She also has secrets. Some of them are blown out of proportion. Something happens with her and her sister. I'm glad that it had a conclusion because I was wondering, oh, what are they gonna, you know, mention the sister? They did mention her relationship with her sister at the end of the book, but it leaves me with other questions at the end of the book as well. Like, okay, you got the answer, the sister part answered, but what about the sister and her husband? Like, how is that working? But maybe book 2 will answer it. I have no idea. So either way, I finished that book in January. I'll talk more about that in my January wrap-up, and even more probably in the reading vlog that I am currently in the middle of doing, because I did start book 2. I'm just in the mood for it. I'm sorry, I'm a mood reader. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what book was your favorite from December. Did you reach your reading goal? And if you've read any of the books that I read and what your thoughts on it were. So I'll go ahead and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!